Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. Today I am sharing my favourite foundations with you. I often get asked what foundation I'm using and I can never give a straight answer because I usually have about 4 or 5 on the go and I kind of switch it up depending on what mood I'm in. But these here are my absolute faves right now, and so here goes. The first is by Bobbi Brown and it's the Intensive Skin Serum Foundation. It has an SPF 40 built into it, although I would not just rely on an SPF within a foundation. I'd always make sure that you put SPF on before you apply your makeup. However, it is a bonus that that is such a high SPF within it. And as it describes, Intensive Skin Serum Foundation, it does have ingredients in there that are good for the skin. It's got cordyceps, bamboo grass and lychee extracts. So you're not only getting coverage, but you're also getting some nourishment as well. I love the consistency of this. It goes on so beautifully. I find even some lightweight formulas will sit within my pores and make my pores look really visible, but this one doesn't do that. So that's one of the things that I love about this formula. I have it in shade Warm Sand, which I get on really well with because my skin has got quite a natural pinky tone to it. So I like to cancel it out with a shade that's a little bit more yellow, and this is great. The next one that I love is one by Seurat. It's the Surreal Skin Foundation Wand. It has an inbuilt brush within it, which is great, and you just pump the end and out comes a bit of foundation and you literally just paint it on your face. The brush is good. It's particularly good, I think, for when I go traveling. I like to pack this foundation because it saves me packing a brush. But if I'm using it at home, I'll sort of distribute with the brush, but then I'll use one of my favourite foundation brushes just to blend it in properly. But it is good, and like I say, it's great for travelling. The formula's fab, it's really lightweight, it gives me a nice kind of natural glowy complexion. The next one is another one by Seurat and it's the Dewdrop Foundation. It does give a lovely dewy glow to the skin. It's got a little dropper that you just press a button in the bottom and out come little droplets of foundation. I have this one in shade number 3 and it's quite similar to the Surreal Skin Foundation, but maybe just a touch more of a glow to it, I would say. The next one is one by MZ Skin. It's their Tint and Protect. It's actually not a foundation, it's a tinted moisturiser. In the past, I've used tinted moisturisers and just not got on very well with them. I just haven't really seen what the point is because they tend to just absorb into the skin and I can't really see any difference. Whereas this one, it does give coverage, but like obviously lightweight because that's what I like, but it really evens out the skin. It's a great shade for me and I'm a big fan. I received it last week and I've been using it ever since and really loving it. And obviously because it's got an SPF 30 in it as well, that's a real bonus. And then finally, the Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh Tint. This is great. I was using this a lot last summer and I've just started grabbing for it again recently. So that just goes to show that for me, this is a formula that works when my skin is a little bit sun-kissed and I don't want as much coverage as usual. It's very lightweight, it's water-based, it has got these little micro beads inside which contain the pigment, so as you blend it onto the skin those beads burst and out comes the pigment. So it's a really clever formula and it's really hydrating obviously because it's water-based, which is a real bonus. It comes with a small brush that you can use obviously to blend in, but I don't really get on very well with that. It's a bit too small, so I tend to just use one of my favourite foundation brushes to blend this in, or I'll just use my fingers. And that's probably worth mentioning that some days I will use a foundation brush and other days I will literally just use my fingers. It's just, I find they work equally well. I don't really know why I choose a brush over my own fingers some days, but I do. It's just like I don't really know why I choose one foundation over another each day. It's basically how I feel on the day. I'm very feelings based. So those are the current foundations that I'm really enjoying using and wanted to share with you this week. Let me know what you think and also let me know what's your favourite lightweight foundation. I'd love to know and I'd love to try it. So yeah, write in the comments below and I will link obviously to all of these foundations in the caption, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Take care.